Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again, and in today's video I'm going to share a battle set that I used in the catch cup. Yes, in the catch cup. So I am definitely against the catch cup, but this catch cup is a bit different because it is only featuring the Pokemon that is caught in the during the co-fest event. So that is the reason I have got a decent team over here which I tried out in the catch cup, and it went good for me. And the reason I invested in this catch cup Pokemons, because apart from the catch cup, it have got so much more play for these Pokemons that I have used in some of the other leagues and maybe some other featured leagues and open great league as well. So the first Pokemon which I was actually hoping to get really hard is going to be the Golurk, or you can say I think it's Golurk. Yeah, and it is having access to the charge move of Shadow Punch and Dynamic Punch, which is really great and really having a great coverage, because Dynamic Punch catches people off guard, and it is kind of the coverage move for Dark and Ice type, which Golurk will struggle to. So that is the reason it is very good Pokemon. But the only thing it is lacking is its charge move over here, bigger pardon, the fast move. So it is only having Astonish and Mud Slap. So I'll be running Mud Slap over here with Golurk, and on my backline I've got alolangrimer, which is a very high ranked alolangrimer, which is level 49 and fully excelled as well. So which is really nice, running Crunch and Sludge Bomb along with the fast move of Poison Jab. And apart from that, I have got hold to a rank 1 Wormadam, which is really superb, because I was hoping to get this in because it is so bulky and with a super meta typing over here in some of the featured cup which will be coming forward in this not in this season but in the coming season. So that is the reason I invested in this Pokemons that I'll be featuring in this catch cup. So without further more delay and into introduction, this will be the very first and very last battle for this catch cup. So without further more delay, let's get into the battles and check out how this team performed in the catch cup. So now moving into the first battle with my Golurk over here, and I pick up a lead of Excel Medicham over here, which I am happy with because it can threat me with Ice Punch. But Golurk have not got decent amount of defense, but it can hold on to its it can hold on to one Ice Punch, to which they let the first Shadow Punch go through, and now they comes back with their own I believe it's a shiny Flygon, to which I'll respond it, and I'll try to catch the move onto my Wormadam Trash over here, which is really bulky, and it can hold on. It can really hold on. So now after letting the first charge move go through, I'll be shielding up the next Earth Power over here, and I'll be going for the farm down. So now as I've already mentioned, Wormadam Trash is really bulky, and it can take easily Ice Punches because it is doing resistant damage because of the partial steel typing on it. So the only thing it does not want to face is the fire typing, which my Mud Slap user of Golurk can easily handle, to which now they comes back with their own Hitmonchan over here, which is actually running counter along with some elemental punches and maybe one fighting type move, to which now they goes for the Thunder Punch, which is neutral over here, and I'll be going for my Crunch over here. So Crunch, though resisted because of the fighting typing, but still it will be enough to get the knockout from that kind of range. And now since they went for the next charge move, it is fine, I'll let it go, and I'll be coming back with my healthy Golurk over here, which will be Mud Slapping down for the Hitmonchan and indeed getting the win for the first battle. So now moving into the next battle, I'm picking up a really great lead again against Torkoal. So this meta is kind of random meta over here. So whatever you catch during the first season, so you will be using it. So there is no top meta pawns or maybe spicy Pokemon. So everything is spice over here. So everything is spice and everything is nice, along with everything is spice as well. And meta. So that is the reason I now come back with my Wormadam Trash, since they swapped out into their Mr. Mime, which is going to be a Galadian version as well, to which now they comes back with their own Torkoal once again, and I'll be going down to the Fire Spin because it is double super effective for me because of the partial bug and steel typing. So now, since they are actually running it with Fire Spin, I believe they are having access to a fire type move, which I believe is Overheat. So Overheat is kind of a nuke move. That is the reason I went up for the shield over here, and now they comes back with their own this is going to be, I forgot his name. It's Flygon over here. So this kind of things happen with me. So I keep forgetting names for the Pokemon. So during the commentary over here. So now since they landed the first Shadow Claw, I'll be coming back with my own alolangrimer over here to get to the next charge move, which will be enough to get the knockout, or maybe it will be enough to make it very low or knockout in this case. And now they only have access to their own Torkoal over here. So since Torkoal is kind of running nukes over here, I'll be going to reach the next crunch, which will be enough to get the knockout and indeed getting the win for the next battle here as well. So though I'm getting the win, so I'll not count these wins as like kind of super wins or something, because it's the catch cup. So I just tried out the catch cup with this new team that I have got. So now I pick up a tough lead over here, but since I'm running Mud Slap, it is really a good lead for me. And now they safe swap into their Vigoroth over here. So this is the matchup where I mentioned earlier. So Dynamic Punch, having access to Dynamic Punch really helps out in this matchup, and you just one shot the Vigoroth from that range, and it was ouch to that Vigoroth. So bye bye Vigoroth. And I believe now they will be coming back with their counter to it. I'm not sure why they switched, why did not they switched out into their own Beartic over here, because it would be a great option for a counter. And since they swapped out into their Beartic right now, I'll be safe swapping now with my alolangrimer over here, and I'll be letting the first charge move go through, to which now they comes back with their own Amok over here. So for Amok, it is kind of a neutral matchup over here. Beg your pardon, the registered matchup over here, because this Snarls and this Poison Jab, everything is doing neutral over here, and they went for the Acid Spray somehow. Okay, so this is not a great scenario for me, because I think they cannot farm me down from that kind of range before I could reach to the next crunch over here, which will be enough to put it very low. And from this kind of range, my Wormadam Trash can easily sweep and handle this Amok over here, farming it down. To which now I believe they will be coming back with their own Beartic, which will be facing the Wormadam Trash, and I believe they will be letting this charge move go through, because anyway, if they shield it this time, I'll be going for the Heart Farm, and they cannot throw anything that will be enough for my Wormadam Trash to get knocked out. So very well played, GG's to my opponent. Now moving into the next matchup over here, I pick up a yet again good lead with Escavalier over here, and since I'm a partial Ghost and Ground typing, these counters are resisted, whereas I am doing neutral damage with this Mud Slaps. So Mud Slap is really hard hitting move, and they now switch into their own Avalag over here. So for Avalag, I don't want to stay in that matchup, because it is having access to Body Slam, but it is actually running Ice Fang over here. So that is the reason I switch out into my A.Grimer over here. I keep confusing these two Pokemons because they are just pretty evolution over here. So that is the reason I come back with my A.Grimer over here. I'll be going for the shield this time and going for the Heart Farm. And let's see what my opponent does come back with. We are now matched on the same field of shields, and they comes back with their Vigoroth. So now Vigoroth, it is really a great thing, because I can go for the Dynamic Punch that is there on my Golurk over here, but somehow I don't want to come back with my Golurk, because it have got a great matchup of whatever they have might later. So now since they switched out and went for the Trillion over here, I can easily handle a Trillion from this kind of range. So that is the reason I hold on to my energy, and now I'll be going for the next Iron Head. So Iron Head will not be enough to get the knockout, but I can easily get the farm with my Golurk, and that is the reason I saved up my Golurk for this Vigoroth over here, because Golurk is having a really great coverage move with Dynamic Punch. So they went for the Body Slam, which is going to be double resisted, but since I'm having access to Dynamic Punch, I will be definitely going for it and getting the win for the 4th battle here as well in the catch cup. So that is going to be a great game, and GG's to my opponent. Really well played. Now moving into the next matchup, this is kind of a neutral lead over here, but since they are running it with Spark and not Water Gun, it is really good for me. So since they switched out into the Tropius over here, I switch out into my A.Grimer over here because I am having access to Poison Jab, which really hurt. And since they went for the Leaf Blade, which is kind of resisted, which is not a great thing, but they should have went for the Aerial Ace. But this might be a single move because people don't want to like invest in the catch cup, because if they don't want to use that Pokemon later on. So that is the reason I am not totally I'll not support the catch cup rather. So that is the reason I don't want to play it, but still I'll be doing it for some reason today, which I've already shared with you guys. So since they came back with their Vigoroth over here, I will not be shielding the next. I think I'll not shield it because they will be going for the Body Slam over here, which is resisted, to which now they goes back into their own Lantern over here, which is having access to Thunderbolt, which is resisted because of my partial ground typing, but I have to watch out for the Hydro Pump. So since they throw this time, I'll be switching quickly back into my Wormadam over here after banking one Shadow Punch. So that is the reason I now I will let the next Thunderbolt go through, and now I can go for the next Bug Buzz, which I think will be enough to get the knockout. If not, let's see. Yeah, it is enough to get the knockout from this kind of range, and now they have only their Vigoroth over here. So now, since I have double shield over here, they might be having enough energy for the Bulldoze. But on the safer side, I'll be shielding up the first time because I do have now enough energy for the next Dynamic Punch, which will be just enough to get the knockout for the Vigoroth and indeed getting the win for the 5th battle here as well for this set. And that will be all for this video. So it's just the first 5 battles in the set that I just tried out this team for. And if you're liking the content onto this channel, do share with your friends, like, comment and subscribe to it. And I'll be back again with more teams and videos very soon. And till then, peace.